Hello, Andy Graham of HoboTraveler.com. I also have a website called My Lago Atlan. I'm on Lake Atlan in Guatemala, and I wanted to explain kind of a ecological thing that's kind of cool. They got a fence row here, and the way you put up a fence for you non-farm boy types is you have a corner post, which is, you know, like really set down in the ground. And so they got this concrete post, maybe with probably, I would suspect, steel inside of it. That's the corner, and then on the other end they should have one too, which they don't. And but what I'm trying to make the point of is then you stretch it between these 2 points, and then you bring it up tight. Of course, this should have been higher and all this stuff. They didn't do anything very good here, but what they did do really good was they put some kind of, it looks like they put a special kind of tree in here that actually is growing. Okay, so in a way, you know, because wood in the ground is going to rot, this is actually growing. Hola, amigos. Amiga. Well, ¿cómo se dice cuando hay dos personas? Un chico, un señor. It's young boy and young girl. I'm trying to get the masculine, feminine thing. But what happened is they've got these fence posts here that are growing. So they'll actually put down roots and get stronger over time and not lesser. Now the bad part is eventually they'll have trees like this growing all the way through. Maybe they're using this one as the corner post, but it goes all the way down. So I suspect they didn't plant these to be this way. They actually planted them and then they started growing. So it's kind of an interesting idea, back and forth. You can figure out whether or not you would say this is good or bad, but it's most farmers, you know, wouldn't, you know, you need fences for security in a lot of places so people won't go in and steal the thing, but generally in America they're getting rid of all the barbed wire fences except for the cows. But you know, they're getting these corporate farms and they're getting bigger and bigger, and you're getting rid of all the fence rows. They'll tear them all out. But just an idea on fences. And because fences are kind of a pollutant. On the other side is you keep cutting down all the trees, you have less oxygen. So you got pros and cons, pros and cons. Andy, Hobo Traveler in Guatemala, trying to explain how they're doing the fence row here. Andy Graham again. I thought that I might as well show you what the opposite is. Here's some fence row stakes that are not growing, that are slowly going to get old, rot in the ground, and fall over. So I mean, anything that you put in the ground, you know, steel fence rows will rot in the ground, or rust. So you know, alive, you know, it's organic stuff put in the ground is kind of better, but more expensive, more difficult. You have to dig a post hole, then you get put it down, then you get patted in, do all this stuff. But eventually this will rot and fall over, and you'll still have the fence row in there, which is the kind of half broken thing. Just showing you the difference.